Ever wonder what your Apple Notes app is actually capable of? Turns out, it can do a lot more than you think. Today, I'm going to show you 10 things about Notes you probably don't know exist, and one of these alone could save you hours. Let's jump right in. Stop taking screenshots of your notes. Did you know your iPhone can turn any Apple Note into a clean, professional PDF? But here's the part almost everybody misses. Before you save it, you can review every page, remove the ones you don't want, and export a PDF with only the content you actually need. And no, I'm not talking about the print option, even if you've already used it before. Here's exactly how it works. Open your desired note and take a screenshot like you normally would. In iOS 26, that screenshot opens in a new full-screen preview, and right at the top, you'll see two options: Screen and Full Page. If that sounds familiar, that's because it's the same full page feature Safari has had for a while. Now, Apple just brought it to Notes, too. Tap Full Page, and you'll instantly see your entire note from top to bottom, even the parts that weren't visible on your screen. Before saving, you can use the slider on the right side to quickly jump to any section and review the whole document. Now, in the top corner, you'll see an X. That's your delete option. Tap it, and you can delete just the page you're currently viewing, or delete all of them at once. There's also a second way to delete a page. Press and hold on any page in that full page view, and a small delete button should pop up. I'll be honest with you, this one didn't work consistently for me, so give it a try on your own iPhone and see if it works better for you. Once you're happy with what's left, tap the checkmark icon and choose where to save it, either in Files or in Photos. From there, you can save it to the Files app, share it with anyone. This trick is perfect for saving meeting notes, recipes, project plans, receipts, really any important information you want as one clean document. Now, you might be thinking this trick only works for stuff you've already saved in Notes. The same full page idea can also help you save entire web pages as PDFs. But this time we're doing it directly from Safari, and we're going to send the finished PDF straight into Notes. Here's how. Open the article or web page in Safari and take a screenshot. If your screenshot still appears in the small preview at the bottom, tap it to open it in full screen. Now look at the top of the screen. You'll see two options: Screen and Full Page. Tap Full Page. This is the same full page option I showed you earlier, but this time we're using it in Safari to capture the entire web page instead of just what's visible on your screen. Now, there's one important difference with this method. You don't get the option to choose which pages to keep and which pages to remove. The entire web page is captured as one full page document. Once you're happy with it, tap the Share button at the top. And here's another step you don't want to miss. When the share sheet appears, look at the options near the top and make sure you choose PDF documents, not single image. This is important because we want to save the entire web page as a PDF rather than sharing the screenshot as a single image. Once you've selected PDF documents, scroll through the sharing options and choose Notes. From here, you can give the PDF a name and save it as a new note, or choose an existing note if you want to keep everything together. Then tap Save. And that's it. You've just turned an entire web page into a PDF and saved it right inside Apple Notes. One tap turns your whole note into a reminder. One more tap turns it into just the line that matters. Here's the method you probably already know. Open a note, hit Share, that square icon with the arrow pointing up, and pick Reminders. That's it. A new reminder gets created instantly using the note's title as the reminder name, and the entire note gets dumped into the details. It technically works, but it's messy, because here's the problem nobody talks about. That reminder now has your whole note crammed into it. Every random line, every half thought, every grocery item you jotted down at 2 a.m. You just wanted one task, not the whole essay. So here's the turbocharged version. Instead of sharing the whole note, highlight just the text you actually need. Press on a word, and that pop-up menu is already there, right from the first press. Grab the two selection handles and drag them to cover exactly the text you want. Now tap the arrow on that pop-up to open the full list. and scroll all the way down to the last option, Share, then Reminders. Same as before, but watch what happens. The reminder still takes the note's title as its name, except now the details section only includes the exact text you highlighted. No clutter, no noise, just the one task you actually care about. Your to-do list doesn't need your whole note. It just needs the part that matters. So next time you're about to share an entire note just to grab one line, don't. Highlight it, share it. Done. 5 taps will allow you to make your checklist. 1 tap can do the same and get you straight to what you want. For example, instead of opening Notes, creating a new note, and then going through the toolbar to find things like checklists or scanned documents, why not do it with 1 tap? From your home screen, press and hold the Notes app icon. You'll get a whole list of shortcuts right away, like Scan Documents, Create Checklist, New Note, and even Record Audio. Tap the one you need and you're already there. And once you're inside Notes, there are even more shortcuts hiding in plain sight. You can use a simple swipe to indent your text. It works with both bulleted lists and checklists. Just swipe left or right and keep adjusting it whenever you want. Meanwhile, if you want to move some text, you don't need to cut and paste. If it's a section, triple tap it. That's the fastest way to select the entire section and start moving it wherever you want. And if you change your mind, just move it away from the screen. You use QuickNote on your iPhone, right? But I bet there are a few things you never knew you could do with it. Most people think QuickNote is mainly for saving Safari web pages, but that's only part of the story. You can also use it with text, photos, mail, messages, and more. For example, you can save a photo, an email, a message, or even specific text while keeping it connected to where you found it. Let me show you. I guess you already have QuickNote in Control Center. Now let's try it inside Photos. Open any photo you want to remember. Swipe down to bring up Control Center. Tap QuickNote, then tap Add Link. That photo is now saved inside a note, and you can add your own text or context underneath it. And you're not limited to photos. The same idea works in mail and messages too. You can also do this with text. Highlight the text you want to save, and the action menu will appear. Tap the arrow to open the full list, then scroll all the way down and choose New QuickNote. Your selected text is now saved in a QuickNote, and you can add your own thoughts or context. And here's the part I think most people miss. When you come back to that same photo, website, email, or message later, your iPhone can prompt you to reopen the QuickNote you created. You'll see a reminder at the bottom of the screen. Tap it to jump straight back into the note. Don't want to open it? Swipe it to the side, and it stays tucked away as a small arrow you can tap later. Or tap the small X to close it completely. And that's why QuickNote is so underrated. But it doesn't stop there. Notes plays just as well with your Mail app, and this next trick can save you from creating a pile of separate notes. Think about a trip. Flight confirmation, hotel confirmation, tickets. That's 4 or 5 separate emails. You don't want 5 new notes. You want them all inside your one master itinerary note. For that, you drag the email in as a link instead. Touch and hold the email and drag it. Keep it held with one finger and use your other hand to switch over to Notes. Or, if you're on iPad, you can drop it straight into split view instead. Drop it in wherever you want inside your itinerary note. It lands right there as a hyperlink, and it automatically uses the email's subject line as the link text. Tap that link anytime, and it jumps you straight back into the original email. Want a cleaner label? Long press the link, tap Edit Link, and rename it to whatever makes sense. Flight confirmation instead of the email subject, for example. Or, if you'd rather have the whole message right there, you can just copy and paste the email's full body into the same note instead. And it's not just full emails Notes can work with. It can act on the details already sitting inside a note, too. Take flight numbers, for example. Just tap the flight number in your note, and you'll get 2 options: Preview Flight or Copy Flight Number. Choose Preview Flight, and you'll see all the details right there: departure and arrival times, current status, even the gate. If a note contains an email address, tap or select it. It's usually underlined. If you don't see the underline, back out of the note and go back in. If it's still not clickable, select it manually and choose the email option from the slider that appears. Once you've selected it, a quick action menu pops up, and you can send an email straight from your default mail app. If you've got more than one email app installed, it might ask you which one to use. If a note includes a phone number, tap or select it, and you can call it directly. Depending on your device and the contact, you might also see options to send a text or start a FaceTime call. Again, if it's not clickable, select it and use the slider to choose call or text. And if a note mentions a date or time, tap or select it. You'll get the option to create a reminder or add a calendar event, and you can adjust the title, time, and location before saving. So that's 3 apps working together without you ever leaving notes. Share a task straight to reminders, pull a whole email in as a tidy link, or let notes turn the details already inside it, flight numbers, phone numbers, email addresses, dates, into real action. Which one are you going to try first? A while ago, I shared one of my favorite hidden Apple Notes features, using notes in landscape mode. After that video, the comments were really interesting. Some of you said it worked perfectly, while others couldn't get it to appear at all. Since then, I've tested it again, and here's what's surprising. It still works on my iPhone running iOS 27 beta, and it also works on another device I have running iOS 26. But based on your comments, it doesn't seem to be available for everyone. So I'm not sure if Apple is rolling it out gradually, limiting it to certain devices, or testing it server-side. Whatever the reason, if you haven't tried it recently, it's definitely worth checking again, because you might have it now. If it works on your iPhone, here's what you'll see. First, turn your iPhone sideways into landscape mode. If your iPhone supports this view, the screen splits into 2 panels. On the left, you'll see all your folders and notes. On the right, your selected note stays open. And it's not just about a wider view. You also get extra tools that make navigating your notes faster and easier, letting you use these controls without constantly going back and forth. Tap any note on the left, and it opens instantly on the right, without you ever leaving this screen. Now look at the very top of your screen, right where the 2 panels meet. You'll see a small icon with 2 arrows pointing away from each other. Tap that, and your sidebar disappears, giving you a distraction-free, full-screen view of just your note. Tap it again, and the sidebar comes right back. Back in the sidebar, look just underneath your pinned notes for the search bar. Tap it, and you can jump straight to any note by typing a few words. Now look at the top left of your sidebar, right next to your folder name. You'll see 3 dots there. Tap that, and you can switch between List View and Gallery View. Gallery View shows your notes as a visual grid instead of a plain list. And almost every option you'd expect is right there in that sidebar too. Tap back to see your full folder list. And at the top left, next to Edit, you'll see a folder icon with a plus sign. Tap that to create a new folder right on the spot. Tap Edit itself, and you can rename, delete, or reorder your folders, all without leaving this view. Now head back into a folder's notes list, and you can also swipe left on any note in the sidebar. That's how you pin, move, or delete a note without even opening it. If this feature shows up on your iPhone, it's one of the biggest hidden productivity upgrades in Apple Notes. I'm really curious now. Does it work on your iPhone? Let me know your iPhone model and iOS version in the comments so we can figure out exactly which devices have it. Here's a common problem. You scanned something or saved a photo inside a note a while ago, but now you can't remember which note it's in. Instead of opening every note one by one, there's a faster way to find it. Open the Notes app. Tap the back arrow in the top left corner until you see your folders. Tap All iCloud. This shows every note in your account at once, so you don't have to guess which folder it's in. Look at the top right corner of the screen. Tap the 3 dots you see there. From the menu that pops up, look for View Attachments and tap it. You'll now see every photo, scan, document, and even your calls recording across your whole account, all gathered together in one place. Tap Show All under any group to see everything in it. Press and hold on any item, then choose Show in Note, and it'll take you straight back to the note it came from. I think there may be another way to make this even faster using the search feature. If you have any thoughts or another method, share them in the comments.